Hello and welcome to the Daily Debate Live Thursdays with تغريد Hussein here on Nile TV International. Well, today we'll be talking more concerning the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman maiden trip to Egypt. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince had wrapped up his three-day visit to the country with a symbolically significant visit to Al-Azhar Mosque. And today we have all the honor and pleasure of having with us Mr. Ahmed Ibrahim, the head of the Arab Entrepreneurs Union. أستاذ أحمد إبراهيم رئيس اتحاد رواد الأعمال العرب، أهلا بسعادتك معنا النهارده لأول مرة على شاشة النيل الدولية وحصريا على شاشة القناة للحديث عن الاهتمام بالزيارة الهامة لسمو ولي العهد السعودية الأمير محمد بن سلمان لمصر.
Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, which has laid emphasis on how deep the relations between Egypt and Saudi Arabia. You're most welcome. Thank you. The Arab Entrepreneurship Federation is highly evaluating the visit, which has been an exceptional visit to Egypt by His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince to Egypt. His Royal Highness has made a field tour together principally with President Abdel al-Sisi to Al-Azhar, to the Coptic Cathedral as well. The visit has been a unique one by His Royal Highness. It has been unmatched and unparalleled before. Actually, this demonstrates how the visit has been exceptional and particularly significant. He has made consultations with Excellency President Abdel al-Sisi on a broad range of issues of mutual concern. It shows how pivotal Egypt's role has always been in the Middle East. أيها السيدات والسادة، لنشاهد سويا هذا الفيلم الذي يلخص الجولة التي قام بها صاحب السمو الملكي الأمير محمد بن سلمان ولي العهد السعودي.
President Abdel al-Sisi and Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman inaugurated on Tuesday the completion of renovation work on Al-Azhar Mosque in the old Islamic Cairo, the biggest in its 1,000-year history. The three-year-old restoration of the mosque was initially funded by Saudi Arabia's late King Abdullah ibn Abdul Aziz and later sponsored by King Salman. Mohammed ibn Salman concluded on Tuesday a three-day visit to Egypt, his first public foreign trip since becoming Crown Prince last year. Earlier, Egypt and Saudi Arabia have signed an agreement allotting 1,000 square kilometers of land in South Sinai for a mega city project as part of a kingdom's mammoth Neom project. Ibn Salman said Saudi Arabia will be investing in the land in South Sinai through the fund agreement worth $10 billion signed on Sunday between the two countries by the flotation of the Saudi oil company Aramco. The $500 billion zone, which is adjacent to the Red Sea and the Gulf of Al-Aqaba and near maritime trade routes that use the Suez Canal, will utilize the prosperous King Salman Bridge, which will link Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Ibn Salman also praised several national projects he toured with President al-Sisi in the Suez Canal zone on Monday morning. On Monday, Ibn Salman met with the head of Egypt's Coptic Orthodox Church, Pope Tawadros II, as he visited the St. Mark's Cathedral in Cairo. In media statements following the brief visit, Pope Tawadros stated that Crown Prince Ibn Salman had extended an invitation to all Coptic Orthodox clergymen to visit Saudi Arabia and thanked the Saudi Crown Prince for the treatment of the Egyptian Copts living in Saudi Arabia, praising the kingdom's latest reforms. Also on Monday, the Saudi Crown Prince met with Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, at Al-Azhar's headquarters and discussed ways of boosting cooperation between Al-Azhar and Saudi Arabia, especially in the area of counter-terrorism efforts. Al-Tayyib and Ibn Salman also discussed ways of countering religious extremism in general, among other pressing topics. On his first day of the visit, President al-Sisi and the Saudi Crown Prince stressed the importance of joining their country's efforts to address attempts to divide the region and the threat of terrorism, and countries supporting it during their summit talks at Al-Ittihadiyya Palace.
very significant visit by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince, wrapping up a 3-day visit to Egypt with a symbolically important visit to Al-Azhar, accompanied by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The Crown Prince was given a tour to the mosque at the heart of Old Cairo to see the outcome of 3 years of restoration work financed by Saudi Arabia. The Crown Prince, who made his maiden visit and trip to Egypt, was given a very warm welcome to the country. Posters featuring the Prince were seen alongside President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and they lined major roads in central Cairo. While in Egypt, the Prince and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi watched also a play night at the Cairo Opera House, and in other visits he visited Coptic Orthodox Church Pope Tawarrus II at the Cathedral of St. Mark in central Cairo, and visited the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, inspected also a number of mega development projects in the country. So a visit that actually came very timely to the country. باشمهندس أحمد، زيارة هامة لسمو ولي عهد السعودية الأمير محمد بن سلمان على كافة الأصعدة، ولو شفنا الزيارة وشفنا أبعاد هذه الزيارة هنلاقي طبعا أنها بتعكس الدور المحوري لمصر في التنسيق والتشاور مع الإخوة العرب من أجل الاستقرار بالمنطقة ومن أجل أن يعم السلام في منطقة الشرق الأوسط.
This visit actually reflects the orientations shown by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Talking about entrepreneurship, it reflects more than one image of the Egyptian modern state, how positive it is. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, let me talk, let's say that the Egyptian president has been eagerly interested in showing the real and genuine image of Egypt, either in the areas of culture or pivotal cooperation or economic strength based on more than one base, like the NEOM project, for example. It has been epitomized by the signing of several agreements. This is, of course, shows the real civilized facade of the modern state as shown or as intended by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and this shows how the real position of the state as compared to the recent period. The facade has been different. For the first time, we see the Saudi Kingdom visiting, as represented by one of its senior officials, the Opera House, for example. Culture has been diversified.
فعلا الحقيقة زيارة استثنائية وهامة جدا، ويسعدنا ويشرفنا حصريا على شاشة قناة النيل الدولية أن يكون معنا على الهاتف الشيخ سلطان القريني، أمين عام مجلس الشؤون العربية للتجارة والاستثمار بالرياض من الديوان الملكي السعودي. شيخ سلطان، بنرحب بيك شيخنا على شاشة قناة النيل الدولية، وبنثمن زيارة سمو ولي العهد إلى مصر، وشفنا الحقيقة كم الود والاحترام بين القادة، وانعكس ذلك بالطبع على الشعبين الشقيقين. شيخ سلطان،
أهلا وسهلا. أهلا وسهلا.
أهلا بسعادتك. ولو اتكلمنا على انعكاس هذه الزيارة الهامة إيجابيا على العلاقات المصرية السعودية، وهل لك أن تطلعنا على مستقبل الاقتصادي والاستثماري بصفتك كأمين عام مجلس الشؤون العربية للتجارة والاستثمار بالرياض؟ شيخ سلطان، تفضل يا فندم.
أحييكم وأحيي قناة النيل الدولية، قناة مشرفة جدا والقائمين فيها. أحييك الأستاذة تغريد، طيب الباشمهندس أحمد، ويسعدني ويشرفني المداخلة هذه معاكم. لا شك أن زيارة سيدي ولي العهد الأمير محمد بن سلمان حفظه الله لجمهورية مصر العربية الشقيقة ولأخيه فخامة الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي تأتي أختي العزيزة امتدادا للعلاقة الوثيقة والشراكة التاريخية المهمة، والتي يعني تربط بين البلدين، سكان البلدين الشقيقين، تحت رؤية جدا عمل عليها واجتهد عليها، رؤية المملكة ورؤية جمهورية مصر العربية 2030. ولا يخفى على الجميع الأثر النفسي الكبير في قلوبنا نحن الشعب السعودي وفي قلوب الأخوة المصريين الأشقاء هذه الزيارة الاستثنائية التي لها أبعاد استراتيجية قوية ولها أثر بالغ في نفوس الكثير. نعم.
نعم، لها أثر بالغ ومشرق وطبقا أيضا لرؤية مصر 2030. شيخ سلطان، لو تكلمنا عن آليات مثمرة تم الاتفاق عليها للاستثمار والتجارة وضخ المزيد من الاستثمارات السعودية في مصر.
نعم أستاذ تغريد. الحمد لله بتوفيق من الله سبحانه وتعالى ثم باتفاق المملكة العربية السعودية وجمهورية مصر العربية تم هناك اتفاق تعاون وعدة اتفاقيات مهمة جدا 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 وترسم خطط استراتيجية مستقبلية للبلدين الشقيقين. ومن يأتي لو نذكر منها اللي هو اتفاق تعاون في مجال حماية البيئة والحد من التلوث. هذا يعني ملف جدا أختي تغريد مهم جدا جدا جدا. وأيضا ناهيك عن توقيع اتفاق لإنشاء صندوق مصري سعودي للاستثمار في صناديق استثمارية سعودية ومصرية سيادية. هذا الاتفاقية ترسم خطط وملامح لريادة الأعمال والاستثمار بين المملكة العربية السعودية وجمهورية مصر العربية لريادة الأعمال وتنمية الأعمال والاستدامة في الطرق الصحيحة والأساليب لحماية المستثمر. أيضا هناك توقيع اتفاقية برنامج تنفيذي للتعاون المشترك من أجل تشجيع الاستثمار بين الهيئة العامة للاستثمار والمناطق الحرة بمصر العربية والهيئة العامة للاستثمار بالسعودية. هذا الملف جدا 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 مهم ويتحدث بالذات للمستثمرين بين الدولتين الشقيقتين يرسم خطط واضحة جدا ومريحة لكل مستثمر ينوي الاستثمار في هذين البلدين الشقيقين. أيضا هناك مذكرة تفاهم بين صندوق الاستثمارات العامة للمملكة العربية السعودية ووزارة الاستثمار والتعاون الدولي بمصر بشأن تفعيل الصندوق السعودي المصري. هذا الصندوق الذي له أبعاد لا يعلمها يعني جدا جدا مهمة وجدا جدا ترفع من مستوى التعاون الاستراتيجي بين البلدين الشقيقين.
بنهنئ مصر والسعودية شيخ سلطان القريني أمين عام مجلس الشؤون العربية للتجارة والاستثمار بالرياض. بنشكرك شيخ سلطان على هذه المداخلة الهامة ولتوضيح الرؤى خلال المرحلة المقبلة والحقيقة ثمار هذه الزيارة الإيجابية لسمو ولي العهد السعودي. ألف شكر. Well, Sheikh Sultan had welcomed Nile TV audience and said that I'm very happy to be talking exclusively through Nile TV International, paying tribute to Nile TV and to Nile TV's leadership as well, and said that the visit of the Prince reflects the deep-rooted relations between Egypt and Saudi Arabia. It also reflected how we are both working together according to a very important vision for both Egypt and Saudi Arabia, and Egypt's vision 2030 that is reflected in the deep-rooted relations and the strategic dialogue between both countries. Also, Sheikh Sultan talked about strategic dimensions, and he said that both leadership had shown mutual respect and mutual coordination concerning more than one important file, drafting plans together, as he said, and as I quoted him and mentioned also a very important file in that respect in the field of environment, in environmental protection, also in the field of investment, and talked about investment plans that has been enhanced and thought of for the future generations. Thank you so much, Sheikh Sultan Al-Qreini, talking exclusively to Nile TV International.
In fact, Mr. Ahmed, as we have seen in the intervention made by Sheikh Sultan highly evaluates the Federation's efforts as well as the joint efforts made by Saudi Arabia, and for this joint takeoff of cooperation, economic cooperation, which reflect how deep cooperation has been between the two countries. Yes, the Federation of Arab Entrepreneurs has been pursuing the path of President Fattah al-Sisi and the vision of 2030 for creating a climate conducive to more cooperation between Egypt and Saudi Arabia and among all Arab countries in general. The latest visit by His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman or even created has beaten an upbeat note, which we have felt as Federation of Arab Entrepreneurs, either by Sheikh Sultan al-Aklimi or by some figures of King Saud University. For this, the visit has opened new horizons of a climate conducive to more cooperation between Arab entrepreneurs, which can be forged into commercial businesses. As this visit is going to open up new vistas for us as Arab entrepreneurs, that we can make a climate conducive and optimistic climate conducive to open up new channels between us and all Arab nations. Let's say that we take President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi as an entrepreneurial facade that we should follow. At the close of the visit, there has been the joint communique made by Mohammed Salman, in which President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi asserted that all joint relations should be enhanced and that the two countries have said they are willing to and they are determined to eliminate terror and support the Palestinian rights, particularly its right to setting up its own independent country along the boundaries of 1967. So the joint communique contains all the historic pillars which has been spelled out and released at the close of the visit by Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Let's assume that political control emanates from the economic power. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has managed to create a real and genuine economic. The statement made President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and His Royal Highness is a joint message to the entire world on the Palestinian cause, which is now the cause or the issue of the century. The visit reflected how important cooperation and coordination should be between Saudi Arabian and Egyptian leaders. And I know that your federation has been working. Could you please tell us about your vision, your future prospects at the Federation of Business Entrepreneurs, and that you are going to honor 100 figures on the level of the Arab world, this which we call people-to-people diplomacy, to bring closer, to shorten distances among Arab peoples and make a good climate that could be tapped and be taken advantage of. Arab countries are brought together to send a joint message from Egypt, the cradle of peace, Egypt which is great. The Federation or the Union of Arab Entrepreneurs mainly aims to make Egypt a country enticing investment in the areas of media, culture, economy, in all areas. The Federation, by honoring more than 100 figures, is to unify vision. We have been talking about an Arab vision, to spell out an Arab vision. We have been talking about cooperation among deans of colleges, important figures in the areas of training, investment, commerce, among all figures in diverse areas that are brought together, to be brought together in a real crucible or melting pot. The Federation of Entrepreneurs is going to honor them. We would like to send, by honoring them, we'd like to send them a vision that Egypt, with this vision being in place, of 2030, that the Federation has been pursuing the path with Egypt, and that Egypt will remain the beacon of knowledge, and that the Federation has been taking parallel line in all areas of cooperation with Egypt. All figures, the figures to take part of the ceremony is to signal a message that the Federation of Arab Entrepreneurs is not only entrepreneurship is not exclusively limited to business, but in all areas. Actually, entrepreneurship. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi will be honored as the most important, the most paramount entrepreneur who has been pursuing different and diverse paths of entrepreneurship, not only politics, but in all levels. He has been eagerly interested of combining. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed Ibrahim, for the chief of the Federation of Arab Entrepreneurs, for shedding light on the findings and outcome of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who has recently made an historic tour of Egypt.
And that was the daily debate for tonight. And I'm Tagreed Hussein, thanking you all for watching.